Welcome back, everybody. Are you looking to become maybe a better guitar player, try something new, or maybe just make some new friends? Mandy Rowden, founder of Girl Guitar Austin, created a space where women can expand their musical talents and their social circles. She's here to tell us more about her group and what exciting happenings are coming up. Mandy, good morning.
Hi, thanks for having me.
We were talking off camera. You have had this business for a long time. It came from you coming to Austin from New York and saying, uh-oh, I need to make some money.
It's true. It's true. I think the best creative ideas come out of desperation sometimes. And it's true. I had moved back here from New York City and I was broke, like, is kind of a common story. And I started a women's guitar class on a whim. And that's been just over 18 years now. And we're going strong. And I've got a really amazing business on my hands.
That's amazing. Why women specifically?
That's a really good question. I had been asked before to put together a women's guitar class, and it wasn't something I felt really strongly about, but it just seemed like an obvious thing to do at that time. And at the moment, I did not understand how powerful it is when women get together in a creative way.
Aww.
I learned that after I started this business, and I've been just constantly blown away by it all the time. And so we've just stuck with it. For some reason, I'm no man hater, but there are really beautiful things that happen when all of us get together and work on stuff, and we just run with that. And it's been a beautiful evolution.
Oh, I love it. And not only that, a beautiful turn on the dime, because once COVID happened, obviously in-person music lessons had to change. And you said you started picking up students from all over the world.
Right. It was the weirdest thing. It kind of did us a favor in that I don't think I would have tapped into that without the pandemic. But it's true. We pivoted to Zoom. All of our classes happened there. And then I started to, I had students in Europe and Canada, Asia. It was really, really cool. So, even now that things are semi back to normal, we still have Zoom classes happening, and it's pretty amazing.
That is cool. And hey, if you live here in Austin, you don't have to fight traffic. You can just come in, tune in, to use a term, from your house. So let's talk about what you do offer as far as like lessons and classes and all that sort of thing.
Right. The heart of Girl Guitar is acoustic guitar classes, where we have groups of women come in and we work on various levels of songs, everything from being a total beginner, like you've literally never picked up a guitar before, through pretty advanced players. And we learn, we work on stuff together, and every class ends with a showcase, which is a really exciting thing and a fun motivator, because as adults we won't always actually practice.
It's so true.
We kind of mean to practice, and then time passes and we constantly disappoint ourselves. But then if we have like a date on the calendar where we're on stage and our friends know about it, then what do you know? We sure do work harder.
You're right. A little bit more motivation there. Yeah. So I did want to ask about what a class looks like specifically for very beginners, because you have openings right now for people who have never really picked a guitar up.
Absolutely.
And I should say my family is very musical. We have lots of guitars in the house. I've never touched one.
Really?
Yes.
Yet.
So right, maybe so. Talk to me about what a class looks like.
Well, one of my favorite classes to teach is the total beginners, because it's really fun to watch them go from thinking they can't do something to realizing they actually can. So we start with the most basic things: how to hold it, how to tune it. And then most of the class consists of learning some basic chords, which I think people would agree that learning the chords is not very hard, but it's switching between them seamlessly. That's what we spend a lot of time on.
Your fingers moving up and down.
Just muscle memory. It's like easy to understand, but still takes time to sink in. So in the context of like fun, cool songs that everybody knows, we'll practice these chord changes, and it's really basic stuff, like often just two different chords happening, and we're just spending time like literally trying to get our fingers to move faster, but we're playing Alabama Shakes or Wilco or something just fun that everybody recognizes, and we're having a great time. And it's very, very encouraging. And everybody's kind of messing up together, which takes the sting off of feeling like you're the one who's
in a one-on-one lesson. Yeah, absolutely.
It's not so bad to feel fumbly and stupid if you've all feel fumbly and stupid together. Then it's like, it's kind of exciting.
I like that. And yeah, and then you're kind of bonding with the people around you and looking forward to seeing them all next week kind of
Absolutely.
thing. All right, so speaking of the showcase that you mentioned, you do have one coming up.
We do.
So people have been practicing at home for a while. What can
getting
we
ready.
expect?
Well, this is going to be a really exciting one for us. We've worked for a long time with the world's famous Antone's nightclub, and that's
Wow.
where we'll be playing on June 29th, which is super exciting for anybody. Antone's is a dream of a stage to perform on. But then you look at somebody who a month ago had never touched a guitar, and then they're going to get to kind of live out this rock and roll fantasy by playing on stage at Antone's with a really supportive crowd of all of our friends and our families and our supporters, and it's just like a dream come true. It's a little rock and roll fantasy.
Yeah, they want you to do well, and it's a historic, historic place to be playing. So you can say,
True.
I rocked Antone's.
Yeah,
All right.
and one of my favorite parts about it is people think that they could never do this, and after they have, it often sparks this idea of like, well, I wonder what else I could do.
Aw,
And that,
I
to
love
me,
that.
is a big part of what it's all about.
Okay, we don't have much time left, but if I can give you just 20 more seconds, the Texas Women's Songwriter Fest is coming up, and you are the founder of that. Can you just give me a brief idea of what to expect?
Absolutely. September 19th through 21st in beautiful downtown Lockhart, Texas. We have over 50 Texas women songwriters coming together with headliners Rosie Flores, Tish Hinojosa, Sarah Hickman, Kimmy Rhodes, and Pauline Reese. It's going to be amazing. There's never been anything like this.
Never
Very
been
exciting.
anything like it. Ages 16 to 77 playing. Oh, yeah, and we've got a watch playing as well. We really appreciate your time today, Mandy. Thank
Yeah,
you
thanks
so
for
much.
having me.
All right, guys, you can sign up for classes, workshops, and a whole lot more today. Follow online at Girl Guitar Austin on Instagram. You can also head to the website to learn more, girlguitaraustin.com.